We're gonna make our way into a child's pose. So we're gonna walk our knees nice and wide, touch those toes. We'll sink it back just as far as feels okay here at the beginning. Maybe we reach those arms up overhead, hang the head. Maybe it makes its way to the mat, maybe not. Breathe into the hips, across that lower back, and ground down to the mat. Two more breaths here. And as we rise up with our inhale, we're going to keep our hands at the top of the mat. Walk those knees underneath the hips. We're going to extend our left leg nice and long. Using our exhales, we're going to pull the belly button in, draw that left knee toward that left elbow, and send it back. You can use your pace of breath here. There's no rush. Back and forth. Really draw that core in as you pull the knee in. And get that nice length in the leg as you reach it out. Let's do two more. And we'll release that left leg. We'll extend the right. And same thing. Exhale, pull that belly button in, draw that right knee toward that right elbow, and send it long. One more. And then we'll release. Keep those hips nice and high. We're going to walk the hands further out. We'll melt between the arms down toward the mat. Stretch out those shoulders, the upper back. And on the inhale, we'll walk those hands back to the top of the mat. We'll tuck our toes. I'm going to send it up and back for that first down dog of practice. Bend one knee, then the other. And then we're going to walk to the top of the mat and into a ragdoll. We'll hang heavy here. Maybe we dangle the arms, or we could grab opposite elbows. You also might like to sway a little side to side. And then we'll release those hands and roll all the way up into our standing mountain. Let's bring our hands to the hips and draw some hip circles. And the other way. And we'll bring those hands to heart center. Inhale, reach them overhead, and we'll take full body circles here. And the other way. And then we'll inhale, reach tall. Exhale, we'll hinge from the hips and fold, planting our hands. We'll make our way back to a plank, high plank or a modified plank. Using that exhale, we'll lower down nice and controlled. Inhale, we'll lift just the chest without using the hands. And then we'll exhale, press it up and back, down dog. We're going to add an ocean flow walk today. So we're going to inhale, walk our hands back to the feet. We're going to stay for an exhale. Feel that stretch in the legs. And then inhale, we're going to walk back out to our down dog. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, make our way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll find our halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, we'll hinge from those hips, fold, plant our hands, make our way to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. On that inhale, we'll walk our hands back to those feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walking out to our down dog. Exhale, stay. And inhale, step walker, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up tall. Exhale, fold, finding plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or your up dog, legs off the ground if you do up dog. And then we'll send it back, down dog. Inhale, walking to the feet. Inhale out to your down dog. And then inhale to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold, coming to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Walking those hands back to the feet. Inhale, walking out to our down dog. And walking to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. One more like that. Exhale, fold, coming to our plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Walking our hands back to the feet. And we'll walk out to our down dog. And inhale, we'll walk to the top. And we'll hang heavy here. Slow things down, take the stretch. And step our left foot back first. Coming to a warrior one. So we want those left toes to that 45 degrees. We'll reach overhead, but keep those shoulders nice and soft. We're going to take our hands. We're going to bring them down to our wings by our sides. We're going to start to roll up onto the ball of that left foot, really anchor in the right foot, and we're going to launch into our airplane. Hips stay nice and square. Take one more breath here, and then with our exhale, we're going to land back in that warrior one. Then we'll inhale, lower those hands all the way down to the mat. We'll step back to our plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. We're going to walk our hands back to the feet. Inhale, out to our down dog. And then we'll step walker, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, we'll fold. We'll take the other side. So right foot will step back. Warrior one. And that nice stretch in that right leg as we bend in the left. Right toes out to that 45 degrees. And then we'll bring those hands down to our wings, start to roll onto the ball of the right foot, and then we'll launch into that airplane toward that warrior three. Use that core. And with that exhale, we're gonna land, warrior one. And we'll hinge forward, make our way to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll walk our hands back to the feet. Inhale, back to your down dog. And this time we're gonna lower all the way back down to that child's pose. Sink back in those hips, maybe check in, see how they're feeling compared to the first. Slow the breath. One more breath here. And we're gonna flow it forward. Use that exhale, send it up and back, down dog. We're gonna extend our right leg, three-legged dog. We're gonna circle out the ankle one way, and then the other. And then using an exhale, we're gonna sweep that right leg under the body, bring it up to the top, and we'll find that warrior one. This time we're gonna bring our hands to the hips. We're gonna pull this left foot in to railroad tracks. So now we have some space between the feet and about 18 inches between the heel of the right foot and the toes of the left foot. Growing up tall, we're gonna hinge with a flat back until you find a good stretch in the back of both legs in that right hip. Then you can look down at your mat, or you can hang the head and look at the legs. Hands can stay here on the hips, or you can dangle them down toward your mat. Not locking those knees, but as straight as we can for that good stretch. We're gonna take a soft bend in the knees. We'll all bring our fingertips down to the mat if they're not already there. Anchoring in that right foot, we're gonna point the left toes, send that leg all the way up toward the sky, hang the head toward that right leg. We're gonna pull our belly button in toward the spine and lift the chest to warrior three, airplane. Lift up out of that leg. One more breath, and then we're gonna land in warrior one. And we'll inhale, hinge forward, fold, plant those hands, step back to your plank. Exhale to lower, inhale, lift, exhale, down dog. You can stay here if you want, or we'll add that walk to the back. Fold, feel the stretch. Walk back out to your down dog. And find your child's pose. Really breathe into that right hip as we ground down here. Come back to our practice, back to our breath. One more breath. And as we're ready, we're gonna flow it forward. Exhale, down dog. And taking that other side, we'll extend our left leg, three-legged dog, circle out that ankle. And the other way. And then we're gonna exhale, sweep that left foot up to the top of the mat, rise tall, warrior one. And we'll bring those hands to our hips. We'll pull this right foot in onto those railroad tracks. Again, about 18 inches or so behind that left foot. We'll hinge, find your flat back, your good stretch in those legs. And then you can round, hang heavy, dangle the arms if you want. And then we'll take that soft bend, bring those fingertips to the mat if you haven't already, and we'll send the right foot straight up toward the sky. Staying tall in that left leg. And we're gonna pull that core in and begin to lift the chest into that warrior three, airplane. And then we're gonna land, warrior one. Very good. And then we're gonna hinge forward, find our way to plank. Exhale to lower, inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And then if you want to, we'll use an inhale to walk it back to the feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk to that down dog. And then find that child's pose. Sinking back again, breathe into the left hip. And maybe both hips across the lower back. And then next inhale, we're going to flow forward and find our way to seated. Let's bring soles of the feet together first. We'll grow up nice and tall. We're going to keep our back flat for as long as we can as we hinge forward. Find our stretch, and then we can round. Find that slow breath. And we'll roll it up. We're going to come into a little fire log pose for those hips. So let's start with the right leg. We'll bring that right leg out in front with our shin parallel. Foot is flexed. And then we're going to try to take our left ankle and stack it on top of that right knee. And so then right knee is also over, or left knee is also over that right ankle. And it's okay if you have a little more space. Everybody's a little bit different. If you need to, you can hinge forward to really get that stretch in the hips. But as long as you feel a good stretch in your hips, just breathe deeply and hold, trying to let them release just a little bit. And as we release on this side and start to unwind, as you lift that left leg up, I want you to extend the right leg. And we're going to keep that left ankle kind of right above the right knee. We're going to bring our hands behind us, stay nice and tall in the spine, and we're going to walk that right foot in. Seated pigeon, breathing into our left hip. You have control over this stretch with that right foot. You can walk it in or out a little bit if it's too intense. We're going to walk that right foot back out and bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of that right leg. Pull those right toes back towards you, reach it tall, and then hinge and fold. And release, and then we'll switch sides. So now that left leg's going to be on the bottom. With that shin parallel, we'll stack our right ankle on top of the left knee. And each side's a little different. So this side might be a little tighter than the last side, or maybe a little bit looser, more relaxed. Again, if you need to, you can hinge to feel that stretch in the hips. And we'll roll up. And then as we kind of unwind, we'll extend our left leg long. Right ankle will stay right above that left knee, hands behind. And we'll come into seated pigeon on this side, walking that left foot in. And then we'll walk our left leg out long. Sole of the right foot to the inside of that leg. We'll reach tall and we'll hinge and fold. And we'll release. And meet and seated. Thank you very much for sharing practice with me today. Namaste.
Hey, thanks so much for sharing practice with me. And I have a free gift for you. It's the first link down in the description and is a free 14-day flexibility challenge. So join me and I'll see you in that challenge. And before you go, don't forget to hit that share button. Send this video, this flow to all of your friends or to that friend that you know really needs this yoga practice. You can also comment down below with what you liked or what you would like to see next. And then be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you next time.